Welcome to the So You're a Single Parent Now What podcast. My name is Crystal Smith. I'm your host, also known as the Six-Figure Single Mom. I am so excited for you to be here with me. I love this podcast. It's getting me out of my comfort zone and into another world. And I love learning new things. And I just love exploring the worlds that I haven't explored before. So thank you for joining me. So I have a brand and a business called Six Figure Single Mom. The Six Figure Single Mom brand is less about the money and it's more about your mindset shift, right? Because when you shift your mindset, the money just automatically comes. So we don't chase money in the Six Figure Single Mom brand. We actually invest in changing our mindset. So when we desire more, we'll do more. So what I do is I career coach professional single parents. I teach them how to leverage their skill sets so that they can advance in their careers and maximize their salaries, right? After all, it's one person taking care of the whole household. So we've got to maximize that salary. Basically, I teach single parents how to boss up and live their lives so that they are advancing at all times in their careers and also in their lives by shifting their mindset from a defeated mindset to a winning mindset, right? So I enjoy what I do. I love what I do. What I do impacts a household, and making an impact is what I'm all about. So this podcast is allowing me to create a positive and safe space for single parents. Someone that gets it, someone that understands the day-to-day of what it's like to be a single parent. So this is a place where single parents can feel heard, where they can listen, where they can not feel judged, and they can also be given resources for all things lifestyle, career, and single parenting. So I love what I do. Enough about that. So I always like bringing content to you guys that can help you, right? So I always want to bring things that you can implement, because it's one thing to want to help people. It's another thing to tell them how to do it. But it's another thing to show them or give them actionable items that they can do in order to get to where I'm trying to get them to go. So I have learned with my clients that if I give them actionable items to do in order for them to advance, they have a better chance of advancing once I give them that. So last episode, I talked about 5 benefits of networking. So networking is building those relationships. The formal definition of networking is the action or process of interacting with others to exchange information and develop professional or social contacts. So in other words, networking is simply building relationships. Building relationships is extremely important in your professional, but not only your professional career, but also in your personal life. Listen, we cannot do it alone. As single parents, we already know we cannot do it alone. So networking helps us get to that next level so that we are able to do more and so that we are able to accomplish more goals. So listen, I'm going to give you 5 actionable ways to network, and then I even have a bonus tip for you. If you stay to the end, you'll find out exactly what that bonus tip is. So the first actionable way to network is to identify your desired network. So I interact with a lot of people on a day-to-day basis, and sometimes people want to network, but they don't really know who their desired network is. So for instance, I'm an accountant. So I interact with a lot of different departments. So my 9 to 5, I am a cost accountant or a cost analyst. I do both. So when I want to interact, and I work in the project world, when I want to interact with people, I want to interact with everyone. So I want to interact with engineers. I want to interact with project managers. I want to interact with project directors, because procurement department, because in order for me to understand my job, I've got to understand what they do. So my desired network is those disciplines or those departments that I just named. The reason why I want to interact with them is because I feel that if I am around them and if I build a relationship with them, When I give them a call because I don't understand a cost that I'm having to report on, they will be more willing to work with me and share the information that I need. So the first actionable way that you can network is identify your network. Identify why you want to network with these individuals. Identify your network. The second actionable way to network is to be intentional about connecting to that network. So if you want to connect with people that you want to potentially network with, you've got to be intentional about connecting with them. So this may include inviting them to lunch. This may include inviting them to a meeting, maybe a 5 or 10 minute meeting, and it's just a non-informal meeting that you want to talk to them about a couple of things, kind of see what some of their hobbies are, ask them a few questions about their family, but I always tell my clients it's hard for people to put their professional brand on the line or their professional capital on the line if they don't know you. So you've got to be intentional about making the connection with your network. Even if it's a 30-minute conversation about something that you don't know, put something on their calendar. Hey, can I come sit with you for about 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes to learn about XYZ? You would be surprised how much of an impact you can make. And, you could actually impress the person that you're trying to network with by just getting on their calendar. The third actionable thing that you can do to network is once you are in front of the person or in front of the people that you want to network with, add value. Okay. So this one is definitely something that people really don't understand. When you are amongst people that you want to network with, you have got to add value. You've got to bring something to the table. Right? Nobody's going to invest in you if you do not bring something to the table. So what I recommend for you adding value is bring about 3 to 5 questions that you have for them that you want to know from their experiences or from the level of expertise that they have. You would be surprised how impressed people are when you do your research, when you do your homework. So when you finally get to interact with these people or this person that you want to network with, add value. Don't just come there to soak up the knowledge from them, but actually show them that you've taken initiative to add value. Whether it's the topic or whether it's the person, it takes nothing to look into a system within your organization and say, oh, I see you work in this department. I did some research. What I see is that this department does XYZ. Can you give me a little bit more information about what you do? Or when you're initially making a connection, for example, I made a connection with someone today. Never talked to this person before, never been in their presence, never seen them. If they walked by me today, I would not know what they look like. But this person I was connected with through one of my networking friends, and they connected me to this person. The first thing I did was call them, introduce myself. I did a little research on who this person was, just a simple Google search, because I knew how I was connecting with them through the network of where they worked and things like that. But I did a little research. So when I sat down or with this person on a phone call, I was able to add value to the conversation just from simply doing the research. So once you're there in front of the person that you want to network with, make sure that you are adding value, right? So the fourth thing that you can do, or an actionable way to network, is be informed regarding the subject matter for who you are networking with. So that kind of goes hand in hand with the last thing that I said, which is adding value. So be informed about the subject matter with who you're networking with. So if you are networking with someone who is working on a project, and you and this person are working on a project together, and it is regarding a certain subject matter, make sure that you are well informed about the subject matter. Again, people don't want you wasting their time. So when you are networking with them, always make sure that you are brought up to speed on the subject matter. Do some research, right? That's all it takes, is doing the research, right? Okay, so that is the fourth actionable thing that you can do. The fifth actionable thing that you can do is be open-minded to learn new things. So once you are in front of this person that you are networking with, you have got to be open-minded to learn new things that they have to offer. So I know this one sounds simple, but sometimes the older we get, the more set in our ways we are. And so sometimes when we sit down with a person that we want to network, sometimes we can kind of try to combat some of the things that they are saying to us. But you have to be open-minded to what they have to say and the things that they are trying to converse with you, because you can learn something from them. They can learn something from you. But remember, you are there to build relationships. The whole point of networking is to build relationships that you may need now or in the future. Always remember, when you're networking, it has to be a mutually beneficial relationship. Let me say that again. When you are networking, it needs to be and it has to be a mutually beneficial relationship. So when you are sitting down with this person, make sure that you are soaking up all the knowledge. Be a sponge. I'm always a sponge. Be a sponge for what you want to learn, because you never know what this person can teach you, and you never know what you can pick up from this person. So I have a bonus tip. So those are 5 actionable ways for you to network. Now, the bonus tip I have for you is to have a positive attitude and have positive energy when you sit down with this person. So when you are meeting with this person, make sure that your vibe is right. Make sure that your energy is right. Make sure that you are having open body language. So body language is another thing that people don't realize that can come across different. It can come across as closed. It can come across as you're not interested. So make sure that your attitude is positive and make sure that your energy is right, because you are wanting to build a relationship with this person, but people don't want to build relationships with people that have nasty attitudes, people that don't have positive energy. So make sure that when you are approaching this person that you want to network with, make sure that you are having positive energy and a positive attitude, because you never know how far it will go. A lot of times when you are networking with people, yes, they want to know that you know the content or context that where you're speaking about, but also too, they want to make sure that you are able to work well with others. I'm going to be honest with you. I have had some interviews where some people have told me that sometimes when they interview people, they can train you on the subject matter or the context of what the job is. They want to make sure that you are going to work well with the team that is already established there. So a way that you can do that is to have positive energy and make sure that you have a positive attitude. So I hope tonight or this evening or this morning, whenever you are listening to this podcast, I hope you were able to grab something from the 5 actionable items that I gave you to network, so that you can step out there and be confident when the next time you go to approach someone about a networking relationship. Always remember, you cannot do it alone. We have got to get outside of our comfort zones to network. It's the only way to advance, is someone stamping their approval or someone going to bat for you whenever you want to advance in your career. You've got to build those relationships, because remember, you work as a team. No one person within an organization can do it alone. You work as a team. So always build relationships. So if you are not following me on Instagram, what I want you to do now is I want you to go to @the6figuresinglemom. I want you to follow me on Instagram, because I drop a lot of good content on Instagram, and it's content that can help you advance in your career as well. A lot of tips, a lot of strategies that you can use whenever you want to advance. Also too, listen, if you are wanting more, or you are desiring to advance in your career, please go to my website, www.sixfiguresinglemom.com. Go to the contact me page or the how to work with me page. fill out the form. And what I will do is I will contact you to have a 30-minute discovery call. And what I do is I try to see if you are ready to make a change in your career. So if you want to leverage your skill set, learn how to leverage your skill set. If you want to learn how to negotiate, if you're feeling stuck in your career and you say, you know what, I want to make an industry change or I want to feel unstuck, go to that website, reach out to me, and let's do a discovery call to see if you're ready to advance, see if you're ready to move on. If you are looking at me on YouTube, what I want you to do right now is I want you to like, subscribe, and comment on this video. The most important thing is for you to subscribe to the channel. This is all things that have helped me advance in my career. These are all tips that have helped me to advance in my career. So that's what I would like for you to do. Listen, I want you to know you have got to believe in yourself. In order to do that, you've got to affirm yourself every day. So remember, you are excelling in life. You have a lot to offer this world, and you are going to rock anything that you do. Always remember as well, change, it starts with you. So be the change that you want to see in the world. Until next time, I'm Crystal Smith, your host, also known as the Six Figure Single Mom, checking out. Until next time, bye.